Ladies, gentlemen, sinners, saints, put your drinks down for half a second. Light whatever you brought with you. Cigars, smokes, joints, coffee, whiskey. I don't judge. You didn't come here for fairy tales. You came for truth, steel, and motor oil. This ain't clickbait. This ain't influencer nonsense. This is real biker news told by a man who's lived it, seen it, and survived it. From the streets to the clubhouse, from the old guard to the new blood. Welcome to Biker News Canada. And the man behind the curtain, the voice they don't want quiet, the pen that wrote Playpen, the mind that never shut off, Bob Jarvie. So sit back, let the truth hit harder than a straight pipe at midnight. And remember, once you hear it here, you can't unhear it. Now here's Bob.
Weekend and YouTube and the tick and the other one came on. So let's just do the whole intro for everybody. How's everyone tonight? Bob's back, Biker News Canada, a Saturday show just for a change of pace. Only because I got a feeling I'm not going to be able to do a show tomorrow. So I'm going to do tomorrow's show tonight. Which means we're going to do some political nonsense. We'll see if we can get some people all fired up and crazy about politics. Me, I'll make you crazy about politics, but I won't get crazy about them. They're all the same fucking animal. Red, white, red or blue in the States, or liberal fucking PC in Canada. They're all the same animal. They just wear different fucking labels at election time. It's all about having power, keeping power, controlling lots of money, and hoping that you get some of that money that falls into your account along your fucking way. That's my view on politicians. But hey, we got no Grow in the house. Good to see you tonight, bro. We got Big Gary in the house. Good to see you, bro. And Scrap Iron joining us. So we got a good half of Ricky Park in the house. Good to see you, bro. We got pretty much half American and half Canadian in the YouTube site. That's good to see. Again, I'm not going after one country or another country. I don't give a fuck. They're all the same. We got Brian, Moron Boy, Derek, and Diana. Good to see you guys tonight. Thanks for popping in. And Gyro Lamb just dropped in. So I don't know. I've been watching some crazy videos today. I actually got a fucking day off today and got to rest my old crumpled body. Fuck, I needed that. So I'm feeling like I'm getting better here. So again, gonna get dragged out and go on the road for a couple hours, do a job tomorrow is what it is. So I spent the day watching videos and seeing what the hell. And I think people are plumb gone nuts out there. We got Kurt in the house, Bob and crew. Oh yeah, Paul, you want to join in here lately? I don't think so, bro. But I'm glad to hear that yeah, man. I'm glad to hear you're on the men, brother. I didn't see you do anything out of line on my channel, my brother. I would have said something, you know that. You're all good, bro. I appreciate you though. Thank you for that. And we got Jeremy. I'm doing good, bro. How you doing? I love the podcast. Good to hear, bro. I'm glad that you like it, man. Like did the book and patch? Right on, man. So get a hold of me on Facebook Messenger, bro. Bob Jarvie on Facebook Messenger. And if you're in Canada, we do the e-transfer thing. I sign it, I pop it in the mail, and boom, you get it. If you're in America, we do the PayPal thing. And we'll figure it out. Yeah. So what we're mentioning the book. If you don't know about the book, I wrote a book. All you TikTok people, if you don't know, type in One Night at the Playpen directly in the search bar on Amazon. This book will pop up. I was in one of the big clubs in Canada in the late 90s, early 2000s in Ontario. You know what happened around that time. Club names and the people's names have been changed for obvious reasons, but the story remains. It's a good story. Check it out. 30 for the book autographed, or 30 for the book and the cool embroidered patch for both 40. And like I say, if you're in Canada, get a hold of me on Facebook Messenger, Bob Jarvie, and I will give you instructions. We'll get it out to you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for reminding me, brother. I appreciate that, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Liquid 4x4 Bush Day. Good for you. But he cooked his front diff. Uh-oh. He's nice, man. Out in the bush. That's not a bad way to spend a Saturday, man. I dig it. So what I wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah, I put a few questions in the description of what we wanted to talk about. And it's starting to look like Canada and the U.S. are going to break up over trade arguments. I think it's going to be a bad fucking idea for us to break up. On both sides of the border, to be honest with you. I don't think it'll be a good time. I think Carney's been running around. He's pissing Trump right off. I think he did some big deal with Brazil. And they just went right around America on the money, how the money's going to getting transferred around, how the deals are. I don't even know what the fuck the deal is. I just heard something about Brazil, and Trump's not too happy about it. Hey, Grant, thanks for dropping in, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I roll a big fatty, no, girl. You know it. True North Free. Good to see you tonight. Being smart, good to see you. Sprocket, Ken, right on, man. We got lots of people coming in here. I appreciate you guys jumping in. Rusty, if you make a comment, I will. If I see it on the screen, I will read your comments into the show. I don't mind doing that. Or if you got something to add to what I'm saying, or whatever, right? It is what it is. Because in Canada, I need dope just to cope. It gives me hope. Oh, dude, you got one. So Canada may find itself in a stronger position than the United States if a trade war breaks out between the two countries. This is coming from a news article I found. Nobel-winning economist, Dave with a big crazy name. And this is in the Alberta politics. So he's not even a guy from my end of the country. He's a guy from the other end of the country. So apparently the few things that have to be considered is Canada sends more oil to America than any other country in the world, including Saudi Arabia. We just it just goes all day long, all night long. It just fucking keeps going. So if they decide they ain't sending that no more, there goes the claim of being energy independent. You know what I mean? That's something. But then again, on the other end, I don't understand why it goes this way, but America says natural gas does. Now, if we're producing oil, we're producing natural gas at the same time. They're together. When you see the thing on the oil filled with the flame coming off it, that's natural gas. They're just burning it off. They got too much. They don't even want to be bothered shipping it or putting it in a pipeline. They just burn it off. So I don't know why we import natural gas from America, but I caught that somewhere today. Uploaded a couple videos and right away got a copyright strike for cranking System of a Down. Ah, yeah. That's why I stay out of the music, bro. I stocked up on green. Good for you. Yeah, Mo, do your thing, bro. You got it, man. You're under control. Alberta's like little Texas, except smarter. They are smarter because, you know, the Alberta government is the biggest stakeholder in the oil that comes out of the ground there, right? So most of the money that comes back for the oil stays in the province. They set it up right. Hey, CMC TNT, good to see you tonight, bro. Thanks for popping in, bro. Always appreciate you. So I think that that the administration down in the states right now thought that if they yelled at Canada and threw some tariffs around and did some crazy shit, that we would bend to them. I think that's a pretty popular misconception about Canadians. Is that a lot of people mistake our warm personalities for weakness. We're not weak. We'll fuck you up. You know what I mean? We don't got a big army. We don't got big nukes, but we're mentally fucking prepared for whatever. It's part of it, right? So let's see what happens. Now, so they say outside of oil and gas, they have more to lose in terms of reduced sales in Canada than Canada producers have to reduce sales in the United States. I did not understand. I did not realize that either. And of course, we present we provide a lot of their states, New York State and stuff around our eastern seaboard and the western seaboard with electricity. So it's not just oil. There's a lot of electricity goes across the border too. I'm trying to look for that story about what they just the trade deal they did with Brazil because apparently it got the White House all wounded up. I thought I heard, and I heard that Carney said he was bringing his ambassador home and stopping all trade stops as of right now. Just putting them on ice for a minute. Just okay, everyone start walk away from each other for a bit, and we'll come back together and try again later. Sometimes that helps when you're having an argument or a debate or whatever with somebody, right? Especially somebody that's been, basically as far as nations go, has been your bestie for a couple hundred years. It's a long relationship just to throw it in the garbage. Brazil trade deal. Because that story wasn't telling me nothing. As of February 2026, Brazil is actually strengthening its stuff. So they did a bilateral trade deal with Canada. Okay. So that's what it is. Looks like they're doing a bigger one with India, with Canada. That's the thing. A few of these countries, like India's got the largest democracy in the world. Might not be the best ran country in the world, but I don't think any of them are very well ran if you come right down to it. I think people, when they get into politics, might go in with good intentions. And then all of a sudden they get a little taste of power and a little taste of, and they don't want to give it up at any cost. You know what I mean? Rooster, good to see you tonight, brother. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Kevin, how are you, bro? Good to see you tonight, bro. Don't forget, if you guys are doing a run or you need some shirts done, Dirty Dog Apparel, find him on Facebook and he'll take care of you. And Craig's in the house. Good to see you. Alex dropped in. Good to see you. I think there's a summit coming up between Mexico, the U.S., and Canada. Yeah, I think they were supposed to put NAFTA back together, or the USCM, whatever the fuck they changed its name to. But like I say, I saw somewhere today that Carney's putting a halt on everything. Now, who knows? It was just a video, right? I hate that about YouTube. People make videos to get clicks, right? And then if I'm half asleep watching, going, is that really what's going on out there? So then I got to come down here and Google it, and we'll do a show about it. So it's saying that we got some sort of free trade deal going on, but we're talking about one. Okay, so we're just talking about one. Bilateral relations. Yeah, we don't have anything concrete with Brazil. I don't know what we would need from Brazil. I don't understand why we can't figure out our own country. We have enough shit in our own country that we can make what we need and sell it to our own population and make our own economy roll that way without having to worry about fucking too much trade with other countries. They need to stay at the table and fix it. I think so too, Scrap Iron. We making our own maple syrup. I hear you, Gary. Come on, people, let's go ahead and hit the like button. Thank you, Panelverse. I appreciate you, bro. And like you said, Olympic hockey, Canada, USA. It's 6 in the morning in Ontario. At least that's what my daughter said. Well, that'd be where you are. No, 4 in the morning. It'll be a fucking. We got. Let me show last night. Wow. He's a good 1%er, Big Bone. I like that guy a lot. And he's been doing it a long time, that man. Let's go, Canada. Yeah, man. You got that right. Just watch showing Elvis Harley. Oh, the Harley he bought. Oh, that's cool. That makes sense. So, what was he getting? Because the picture I seen him on looked like it was a sporty. And we don't put fucking rainbow hockey tape on our hockey sticks. Gold, baby. $20. No-no's got a $20. You never checked Chivago. Oh, that's got to be the problem, bro. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like as of what I'm catching on the Google machine, it doesn't seem like we've gone and done anything big and crazy with fucking Brazil. And I haven't heard anything except for that one video saying that we pulled out of any fucking talks with the Americans either. That's weird, eh? So in all the ones, where is it? That's the other one. I can give this a minute to come in. See, this guy says, here, I'll share the channel. I can't really share it with TikTok, so I'm going to have to explain to TikTok. I'll share it with YouTube and Facebook real quick.
Mark Carney has finally snapped.
So this guy
the
says
same Mark
that
Carney who spent decades as the ultimate
pulled out
insider,
of everything.
the guy who ran 2 of the most powerful central banks on planet Earth,
the
Bank of Canada, then the
sent
Bank of England,
shockwaves
the man who
throughout
dined
the
with
entire
kings,
Western
queens,
world.
and presidents,
Canadian Prime
the
Minister
ultimate
Mark
globalist,
Carney has
the
finally
ultimate
snapped.
diplomat.
After
And
months
Mark Carney
of
just did the
escalating
unthinkable.
trade wars and
Canada
personal
has
attacks
cut
from
all
the
ties
White
with
House,
Donald Trump.
Canada
Let that sink in for a
decided to
second.
sever all ties
2 of the
with
closest
Trump
allies in the history of the Western world.
global order that has
2
stood
countries
since
that share the longest
1945
undefended border
now
on the
lying in
planet.
ruins.
2 economies that
In this
are more
video,
integrated than almost
the
any
lost
other 2
economy
nations
breaks
on
down
Earth.
exactly what led
Canada
to this
and the United
historic
States.
rupture.
They have been
How the
joined at
White
the
House
hip for
reacted behind
decades.
the
And now
closed doors
it's
and what
over.
this means for
Canada's
the
new
global
Prime Minister,
economy.
Mark Carney,
Your
just pulled the
wallet,
plug.
the
He
future
announced
of
that Canada is
international
severing all
alliances.
diplomatic and economic cooperation
So this
with the Trump
guy's-
administration. All of it. Trade deals,
I'm
security
talking over him.
partnerships.
Sorry, guys, I'll pause him. So this guy's bound and determined that everything's pulled the plug and it's over. Yeah, a little late tonight, Tandy. Sorry, bro. I kind of was trying to debate. I was watching this crazy video thinking, am I going to do a story about this video? Because, like I say, this video's got me a bit concerned. The 1% world should watch hockey games when they scrap. Exactly. You know what? Remember, you always hear a story about the old school guys say that. We used to go outside the bar and we'd knuckle it up, and then we come in and buy each other beer. I've never seen that. I've never fucking seen that. Anyone who loses in a fist fight doesn't want to go back and shake nobody's fucking hand. But in hockey, they don't mind. In hockey, they crack me up, though. They get a few good shots. Most of them land on the helmets. It's one of their hands aren't just fucked after a few years of that. You smashed my face, knocked my tooth out. We'll see you in the 3rd period. Yeah, man. Is it still going? Oh, okay. So when I was playing that video, you didn't hear it. Okay. I get it. Thanks, bro. Hey, Paul. Good to see you tonight, brother. Thanks for popping in, my friend. Doing a political show. Or I'm kind of doing a political show, I guess. So like you say, so this guy's got it sounding like everything's in the toilet. And he's talking like NORAD's going to fall apart and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, I don't know. I can't find out anywhere else that that's the truth of the matter. So it's not really fucking helping. unfortunately. And so the next thing I keep seeing, I remember the old guys being the deadlier. Yeah, the old guys were used to because they didn't want to fucking fight, bro. They're too old to fight. You ask any old guy, that's what they'll tell you. I'm too old to fight. I'll hurt you. Yep, you probably will. Doesn't know it's yeah. NORAD's only good when Santa's coming. Exactly, bro. Exactly. But it's because they need someone up there with the radar systems are up there in the Arctic to run NORAD. As I've ever understood, it's been half Canadian and half American servicemen up there, right? Oh, I see. So it's Canada reopens path towards a free trade agreement. So they're starting to talk about something with Brazil. Again, I don't really know what we need from Brazil that we can't do up here. Got to watch the CBC. CBC's kind of slanted a lot, though, isn't it, Alex? Like I know they've got the best politics coverage, and they got the best access. But yeah, Global does a little bit. The first life tell kids like Santa. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mac, thanks for dropping in tonight, brother. What else we got? We got No Just Die joined. Nice. Clint joined. Thanks for coming in. Caper, Mike Jones. Thanks you guys for coming in. Like I say, let me know what you guys think about all this nonsense. So next thing I see on YouTube is that we're 7 days out from a war between U.S. and Iran. Carney spent $6 billion on the over the horizon radar for North. That's good. I'm kind of happy with some of the stuff that Carney's spending money on. He claims he's going to rebuild our military. I just wish he'd rebuild it with shit that we built here in Canada. We got shipyards out east. We got steel in Hamilton, Sault Ste. Marie. We got fucking engineers and guys that can make electronic components. We got places that make planes. We got Bombardier, for fuck's sakes. We have an airplane company to make jets. We don't need to buy our shit off other countries. Build our own. I think if we're going to dump the money in, then dump the money in. Go all in. Get all them people fucking working building this crap. If we need it for our defense, then get our people jobs building the shit we need to defend our own country. It only makes sense. Oh, Brazil's the third largest economy in the Americas. So that means that they're right after us, I guess. But America obviously is the biggest. I don't know if we'd be the second biggest or if Mexico would be. Because Mexico's got a huge population, right? But they're not very wealthy. So they have a lot of people, but not a lot of personal wealth in that country, unless you're a cartel guy. They seem to have lots. They're moving in all their fuel tankers, but yeah, in a week it happens. After the Olympics, yeah, that's what they're waiting for. No, grow exactly. They're gonna let all the fucking athletes get home and everyone to feel good about themselves, and then the bombing shall begin. Good point, bro. Absolutely. Is the company down there still that Mafe, the Armory? Yeah, still they still got GM down here. Absolutely, GM Dynamics. It's a good fucking factory job. If you can get into GM Dynamics and stay there till retirement, you had a good life. They're talking about doing it here. I hope they do, Alex. I really do, bro. I really think we need to build our shit ourselves. Venezuela is rich with the silica, a requirement for microchips. Okay. I didn't think it was just oil they were going into Venezuela for. See, we got a lot of the what do they call the rare earth stuff in the thing up by fucking Hudson Bay I keep going on about, the Ring of Fire. So we'll be okay there as long as we produce it, we put in the infrastructure so that another country, i.e. China, who's already offered to build the train tracks going in because they want a piece of what comes out of the ground, right? I don't know where we stand for silica sand, though. I don't know if we have silica in Canada. I bet you we do, though, somewhere. We got a big fucking country with a lot of stuff under the ground. My brother, oh, then good for them. Yeah, man. I know a guy that retired out of there, brother. A USMC disabled veteran, prayers for no war. Exactly, bro. That'd be the best, man. Is none of it, right? If I goof, Carney Global News on the terrorist goof. All right, Rob. I really touched the nerve on that one, bro. I'm just trying to make a video, man. That's okay. You can get all crazy. Carney is fucking us. He probably is. I don't know a fucking politician that hasn't fucked the country once they got in fucking elected. You know what I mean? They're replacing the frigate here. Good. That's a good start. That's a very good start. But like they want to build the subs in Korea or some shit like that. I just don't know why. Well, they're never going away, and I'm not ashamed to say on an interview this morning at Walmart. Good man. Right on, bro. Got to get the money coming in, man. And then keep yourself busy too, bro. I had to Ring of Fire after two. That's the other Ring of Fire. Or is that a Johnny Cash song? No. You know what I'm saying? No, Walmart ain't going nowhere. I think we're heading into a recession in Canada. That's a problem. TRC 275 coming in from Lake St. Martin First Nation in Manitoba. Good to see you, my brother. We get a lot of crushed limestone from Canada. Yeah, we got huge limestone pits up here. There's actually one not too far out of the city I live in, bro. Like not even an hour away. Yeah. Korea is offering to use our steel. That is true. I heard that in the news reporting also. They'll use our steel if we let them assemble them. I just like to see them get assembled. Yeah, I'm sure we have enough fucking skilled people in Canada that we can make them in our own shipyards. I work in the shipyard industry. We don't have the capacity. Oh, we don't, eh? Oh, that's a bummer, bro. But they you don't think it's worth building it out so that they could? Claiming all four. Right on, man. Clean up in all four. Well, why not, bro? Like I say, it's all good, right? Get yourself out of your house and out of your own head and doing something else. You know what I mean? That's what I find when I get staying home too much and inside my own head. Then what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Find me. Hey man, when I worked as a fork truck driver out at the Ingersoll plant there, on the inbound shit that was coming in off the highway, and we warehoused it right until they wanted it shipped up to the line, and then it went out the other side of the building, and it got shipped into the factory itself. So the one kid that they fucking hired there, he was a pop can smoker from way back. So he would come to fucking work. His eyes would be hanging out of his head. He hadn't slept in a day or two, and he'd pack himself in between all these fucking pallets, and nobody would fucking see him for 6 hours. And he slept on his fork truck, bro. He had it all going on. Everyone's going after everything's causing. Yeah, it's causing big problems, isn't it? Again, they're starting to yell that about Greenland and why he wanted to go to Greenland and make Greenland part of America. It would have cost so much fucking money and been such a big job to get whatever's under the ground and they don't even know what's under the ground. It's fucking this much snow. What do they know what's under there? You know, I know core samples, but you know what I mean? New York area's getting hit with a blizzard Sunday night. Oh, it's Sunday night. Okay. I got you, bro. I thought I heard my daughter told me something about a blizzard Sunday here in Ontario. I was like, fuck that. Hey, Bill Stack's in the house. Good to see you tonight, Bill. Always good to see you, brother. Hope everything's going good with you, my man. Exactly, I'm a worker. Good night, crew. Good night, Kurt. You have a good one, brother. Yeah, man, good to see Stacks in the house. We're starting with plus 45. Oh, dude, I'm coming to BC soon. Fuck all that. Bike goes in Monday. Tire and bite job. Fuck your bite belt, dry belt. You're almost ready, bro. You ready to hit it, man? That's what you gotta be. The cost 12 is too much, eh? Oh, okay. So it is unrealistic. That's wild, eh? But as long as they use our steel, I guess, like we got to get some benefits out of something somewhere, man. We can't run around spending all sorts of stupid money again, like every other fucking um, batch of politicians who's ever is empowered always seems to do. Now, the other thing I saw, it's not really a Canadian thing. It goes against hand in hand with the Iran thing. Is that experts are saying if the U.S. goes to war with Iran, that it's going to collapse their economy. Economy. Oh, I don't know how to spell today. Now, who knows? Because I've always found, doesn't matter what country it is, if they want to go to war, they find the money to go to war. And that's just all it is, right? I guess his advisors are telling him to focus on the economy. And then it could send oil prices surging. That's the oil companies always find a reason to make the oil prices surge. Now, this hasn't really got anything to do with Canada anyway. But see, last time when they did the Iraq thing, they talked Canada and England and basically most of the NATO countries that had any active forces to come with, so they didn't have to foot the whole bill all by themselves. Although they footed most of the bill, right? But it's expensive, that shit. They're dropping $100,000 million fucking bombs and they only go boom once. You know what I'm saying? Our politics aren't left versus right. It's the rich versus the poor. You got that, brother. You got that, man. That's exactly the way I see it too, man. You see it in the justice system. You see it in life. You see it. I just read a thing. How much money do you need to buy a fucking home in Canada? How much money do you need? And then do you need to be making every year to buy a home in Canada? So first thing you got to come up with about 45 grand. And that's not including the lawyers and shit like that and realtor fees. So we're probably talking 50. Let's be honest. 50 grand just to give them, say, here, I can afford a house. That's your downstroke, your lawyer, your fucking commission, your taxes, your bullshit. And then it said the average mortgage payment, and I had to bail on my house because I couldn't afford $4 grand a month. It's going to be $3,600 a month thereabouts. Like, not always 36 for everybody. Obviously, that's not a thing, but that's kind of like the medium. That's just somewhere a starting off point to look at it. So who the fuck who's in their late 20s, mid 20s is going to buy a house anymore? The days are over. They fucked it for everybody. The Griffin. I think we should get the European one. The Griffin, I think, is a European one, isn't it? I think so. I hope government stops AI. People shouldn't be worried. The government is supposed to give people work, not robots. People are afraid of technology. It should be controlled. I think you're right about that one too, Grant. That's a pretty good point too, because AI is going to really, really, really change the fucking economy also. What am I doing? My face so small. I'm like, wait, my face is way down there. You know what I mean? Like, because, and it's already been said already that the first jobs that the AI things are going to take over are the low paying jobs that, although they're low paying, they serve a purpose, right? For people with not much education, for people just getting out of school, for blah, blah, blah. Second jobs, wives, whatever, right? And, so call centers will all be gone. All that bullshit will be gone. They'll be having them flipping burgers sooner than we know. You know what I mean? So there'll be less and less people and more machines inside those fast food joints. I've already seen the robots running the fry line. I buy a robot and replace a couple of my subways. Stop anytime. Fuck that robotics. Replaces the dishwashers. Yep. That's what I mean. So they'll be replacing the low paying jobs first, right? I don't need no some $75,000 a year piece of shit driving a forklift in Vancouver unloading sea cans. Is that all they make? $75K a year? And I don't even want to ask you. We don't even have to ask about the going to the race thing, because it's funny when you go to immigration at the airport and stuff like that, and most of the people talking to you don't look like they've been in Canada more than a year or two. I was fucking born here, bud. Major amounts of potash go to the USA, absolutely. And he's going to block the airlines from our airspace. So we are breaking up with them then. So you heard the same sort of thing that I heard then. Ask your grower. It sounds like we are breaking up with them. When we're going stuff like that, and the potash is very, very important. It's like 20% of the yield without any. The yield drops by 20 points or something. You say griping too, yep. All the homes in Canada are being bought by foreign investors and rented to Canadians at a premium. That's another bullshit thing. That shouldn't be allowed either. You know what I mean? And like, the investors aren't even Canadian investors. And then they hire some fly-by-night, scuzzy property management place. And you know that, they abuse everybody that comes in the place, and then they don't, it's not the way it should be. You know what I mean? And again, who's got fucking, stop it, $3,600 a month to pay for a mortgage payment after coming up with 50 grand just to get your foot in the fucking door? And if you live in Toronto, Montreal, or Vancouver, all those numbers I'm saying are probably lowball numbers, like really lowball numbers. Fuck, on 13 hours right now, 4 a.m. Yeah, man. Now, I don't know if those jobs are still out there for kids, man. Like the paper boy was a great job for a kid. When I was a kid, I waited till I was 14 or 15 so I could get to work. I pumped gas. Nobody pumps your gas no more. I pumped your gas. I would wash your window. I checked your oil. I took your money and told you to beat it, right? Do that all night until 9 o'clock and go home. Go to school the next day, right? And all those jobs, over the years, they've been just slipping away, and there's less and less things, especially for young kids and kids in between high school. And in high school, you need money. Fuck, you can't have your hand in your fucking parents' pocket for money when you're in high school. You know what I mean? They're gripping from Sweden. They want to build them right here in Canada. There you go. So now we're getting some back and forth, right? So it's a Swedish company, but they want to build them here in Canada, give some of our Canadian people who are skilled, the skilled work that they deserve to be doing, right? AI is fucking right it is. It's really crazy, isn't it, Curry? You see him doing some weird shit on there. HGS was the best I've ever seen. Yeah, man. A lot of people don't really follow what's going on. No, they don't. I try to. Because I buy my shit, I don't steal it. Thieves and rats, same category in my opinion. Well, you're right, man. But then there's guys that that made their living being thieves. I used to know like B&E crews. Not no more. It's too much shit to get through anymore. But back in the day, there'd be B&E crews. One guy went and got food. Another guy went and got fucking clothing. Some other people, whatever, right? And that's what they did. And that's all what they did for a living. 3-4 guys, they went out together, and that's what they did. So it was interesting. Even those jobs are gone. Technology's fucked up all the jobs out there, bro. Even the fucking bad guy jobs. But we do hold a lot of cards as Canadians, absolutely. Which is, unfortunately, he came at it the bully way and learned that you can't bully us. But that's why they're in, everyone's interested in us. We have natural resources coming out of our wazoo. I always thought, in my conspiracy mind, that they let the global warming go as far as they did. Now they want to put the brakes on it to see what the fuck was under the ice. Now they found it, right? Now it's like, oh fuck, look at all the oil over there. Oh, look at all the potash over there. Oh, look at all the rare earth shit over there. You know what I mean? 20 years ago, we'd still be drilling through the fucking ice, trying to get a core sample out of there. A lot of problem with today's generation. They want to start at the top with no skills because everyone on fucking YouTube told them they could start a channel and become a millionaire because Mr. Beast did it. You know what I mean? They got kids who play video games on YouTube and make fucking like stacks. Fucking stacks. Yeah. I get the point, bro. Yeah. More like 100K, but yeah. Because nobody in Vancouver can live on 75 anymore. We don't need US tech. No, we don't. We have enough skilled people up here. A lot of our brain trust when they graduate our universities ends up in the States anyway. Longshoremen in Vancouver make large. I thought they probably did. And then what do they make off the fucking this container envelopes? I wonder how they arrange that shit, eh? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck gets introduced to who that can say, here, I'm going to give you this envelope and that thing there is going to go on in. That takes a lot of getting to know a lot of people, I would think. When I taught my trade, I said, first you get good, then you get fast. Yeah, absolutely, no, girl. Fucking right. I still work slow. And, yep. I ain't no race. I just wanted everything to be right when I'm done and to code, right? Craig Russo. Thanks for dropping in tonight, Craig. I appreciate you, brother. You stay safe and have a great night, man. Hey, I comment to make you angry. Good to see you tonight, bro. Just throwing around some political shit tonight, bro. Nothing really biker related in any way, shape, or form. But I usually do the political show on Sunday. I got a feeling after tomorrow working, I'm not going to be here Sunday in front of a camera. I'll probably be making out with my pillow. Oh, wait, what? No, go. Imagine all the shit in the sequence coming apart. Vancouver going unchecked. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's just fucking crazy. Because if anyone doesn't realize that's how all this bad stuff gets into the country now, how else could it get in? Hey, Rob, good to see you tonight, bro. Been a minute. How's things up there in Huntsville? Are you still there? I thought you were moving or something. At 13, I started on a concrete crew. Holy fuck, bro. You've been working hard for a minute or two, eh? I tried being a laborer for a brickie, and there was only one brickie I had to keep up to, and I couldn't keep up to him when I was about 17. But, man, I was like a fucking rake back then. I wasn't carrying no bricks up, no scaffolds, man. I worked at the car wash, and when they came through with the cash instead of a ticket, I stuck it in my pocket. Exactly, right? And see, we worked at the gas station, and people bring in their propane cylinders before they're empty. We could tell by giving them a little shake, roughly. So there's no meter on that side of the fucking pump, so it'd be the guy on the gas station got paid for one, and then we took one. The guy go in the gas station got paid for the next one. We got the next one. And same with fixing tires and all that stuff, right? That guy saying Carney cut all ties with the U.S. is a clown. He's got to be. He couldn't have. Thank you very much. Please come back. Bring back cash. Yeah, man. Fucking right. Boosters. Yeah, well, we had the booster. We had the guy that would cut his way in the back door of the fucking clothing store and just fucking load a U-Haul. Like, we had some crazy crews coming out of London. They also wanted to build a gripping for export, too. Now, there we go. So now we're talking, right? So now they can keep the production going for the long term. Then it makes sense to build a factory, right? That's good to hear that. Hey, do this. All right, Laird. Good to see you tonight, bro. Are you going up to Hamilton? if this job or whatever falls through tomorrow, my plan was Hamilton morning, Toronto bike show, late afternoon, early evening. So hope to see you out there. Booster, I saw a bunch of toilet paper. I sell THC, I know, eh? Especially the ones these days. Like, I got some fucking pork chops. Right? Go boost me some. Jesus. Do they still build the F 250? I don't know. I thought so. That's a good fucking question, bro. I didn't know of any Ford pickup truck lines getting stopped. I'll have to look into that a little bit one day, bro. I'll check it out. Well, that's it, right? Technology is taking away all them jobs, right? The guys used to be able to hit the buildings. They'd have all night in them. Not no more. You know, so all those things are gone. Or do we build it up here? No, I don't think we build the 250 up here. I don't think we build any Ford pickup up here. What the fuck do we build up here? The Windstar maybe? And maybe the Bronco came up here. I'm not sure. So loud. Good to see you tonight, bro. Awesome, man. Thanks for dropping in. Always a pleasure. We saw a lot of hydro. Yep. They can't refine enough oil to keep up with what they use. Exactly. Everyone knew a booster. Fuck yeah. Everyone did, man. Alberta right now has excavator operator jobs for $45 an hour. That ain't nothing to cry about, man. Fuck yeah. That should get everyone out there going to the big equipment training course and fucking getting out there, right? For $45 an hour. I knew a guy that drove the water tanker truck to the same place, back from the same place and back all day long, and he's making over 100 grand out there. He kept saying, just go get your A and come on out here. No, man. If I had to drive up and down the same road, fuck that. But I see the jet thing is, no one's fucking with Canada except USA. So why do we need these high-tech jets? Not a lot of countries don't. Well, exactly. I don't know. We don't need a whole bunch of jets. We need a fuckload of drones. If there's anything that we learned from watching the Ukraine conflict go down, is the drones are what's saving Ukraine's ass. For what it's worth, you know what I mean? They got to be run out of people by now, but they're not fucking surrendering, and they don't got no jets. I don't know if they will. Oh, the unions are pushing jobs. Absolutely, Gary. Anyone I think who was in the auto industry in southwestern Ontario would agree. Them cats were making $40-50 an hour 10 years ago, man. Depending on their seniority. Even when they closed the Ford plant down in my area, that's where they used to make the Crown Vics. All the cop cars were made down the road from where I am, and they just pulled the pin on it. They said, "Okay, that's enough, you guys. We can't sell these cars and pay you guys what the union rates are." So they just stopped making the fucking car. That was it. Bricklayer, it didn't have long arms. Fuck, you got that right. Yeah, man. I was not into being a bricklayer laborer. He tried. It's one of my dad's buddies, right? You know, my buddy's got a job for you. I fucking go there at 8 in the morning. Oh, what? He almost killed me in 2 days. He said, look, man, I don't think you're right for this job. And I said, I fucking agree. So we left it at that. Some does get checked in Vancouver. There's big seizures. Some stuff does get checked. Well, they always got to have something make the paper, of course, right? I think that they have an expected loss thing, right? Like the Blue Water Bridge in Sarnia. I mentioned it there about a month ago. Another big seizure, and the driver that got charged was from Woodstock, which is like where I teach. It's a small little 30,000 population city, but he's a truck driver, right? And it was another big ice thing, you know, shattered glass or whatever the fuck they call that stuff. So, yeah, and it was a big batch. So they're still getting some stuff. They have to, right? So the roof. Hey, through the roof. That's how the one crew I knew. That's how they did it, bro. They were the through the roof guys. They did pharmacies. and they had a plasma, and they were in, and then they were out, and that's how they rolled. Flame shot was yeah. I didn't really catch the whole thing because I was in and out on Black Dragon show that day, but that's how he rolls, man. He I don't even know the guy. I don't even want to bother worrying about the guy because I don't know him, and he is what he is, right? GM from St. Kitts, I think they're still rolling, bro, aren't they? But they built the engine, right? Parts are built here. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the funniest thing about the car industry and the tariffs is, like they say, a part can get bolted on a car in one country, and then that car will cross the border 7 times until it's been completed, right? So some parts are here, some parts are over there. I don't know what the fuck. That's how they do it. Hey, Mafioso, 008, good to see you tonight, bro. Thanks for popping in, my man. Ford plant in Oakville is really big. Yeah, man, that's huge. But that's the last one after they shut down Talbotville, and they gave people in Talbotville the option you could move and go to Oakville, and some did, and then some got the golden parachute, and some of them guys have been there for a long time, man. They got a big fucking payout. Like we're talking 100Ks, like big payouts, man. Windsor, Ontario is a key player. Yep. In the production of Dodge Chargers, gas and electric. Windsor assembly plant, yep, has been instrumental in manufacturing the Dodge Charger 6-pack. Windsor, and I think they still build them also in Brampton, not Brantford, yeah, Brampton. They got a big plant up there, and I see, is it Chargers out there or the Challengers? One of the two, right? But did you see what happened with the Stellantis is built that big fucking car battery plant there in Windsor and turned around and sold their interest in that plant for, I heard, $100 US to a different holding company. Said, here, it's your baby now. And now the Canadian government is after Stellantis to get back because they give them billions of dollars in tax breaks and shit. And now they got to give them their money back or something like that. So I think the government was trying to rush the EV thing before the consumer was ready for it. The Canadian consumer isn't going to be ready for fully electric vehicles for quite some time. It's just in everyone's head that they don't work as well in the cold. The same with the cold, the northern states, right? Nobody in Colorado is going to want a Ford Lightning pickup truck. And the same with Ontario and the rest of Canada. So they just got to get the technology. There's always more to go, right? There's more to happen. There's progress to be made. And let's see if they keep improving these things or not. I don't see any reason to get rid of diesel, but whatever. It is what they do, right? 45 an hour is low end for an equipment operator in Alberta. I bet you it is. They build up 550 horse 5-banger. Yeah. Crazy, eh? 6-banger. Okay, that's more like it. But I have seen a 5-cylinder car. Who the fuck made them? I think Audi made them for a while there. Hey, Bob, did you hear about the arrest of? Yeah. I heard about that. It's just the same old story that we started a week ago, and now they're naming a couple names, which surprises me because usually the Hells Angels get publication bans right away. And Salvador was one of the founders of the Rock Machine, also. So he's been around. He's been around that life, well, for 50 fucking years or so. 45, 50 for digging trenches in flatland Alberta. Easy digging work. Barely need to pull a laser out. Damn near eyeball everything. See, and I went to Alberta when I was done college, and of course I didn't look that hard, but the jobs weren't really fucking happening then like they are now. The jobs that I could have got onto was go hang out in the camp and you drill little holes and drop the charge in, the seismology crews or whatever the fuck they're called, but I wasn't down with that. And I want to get back to work if this doesn't work out. If anyone has, let me know. Local work. Yeah, man. Hopefully they'll start building again, right? I remember guys doing them stores with the plasma. Yeah, man. They were having fun, man. When I was young, I did all that. Yeah, good for you, man. Can't drive right now, so you need something local. I get you. All you know for a vote and government, that's it for all of us. Yeah, exactly. They never are, unfortunately. 45 an hour to run a loader plowing snort in Detroit? Really, eh? Fucking A. Because in the States, $45 an hour gets you a lot more buying power than in Canada. The $45 an hour. And I would hazard a guess it's probably taxed a lot less in America than it is in Canada, too. Hey, Edge is in the house. Good to see you tonight, Edge. Thanks for popping by, brother. They're still rocking in Windsor. They are. But Stellantis sold their share of the battery plant that they just opened. They just finished it. Like, what, couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. The EV charger isn't doing well. Yeah. Like I say, Canadians aren't ready to make the switch until they get the battery technology better. And again, it's always down to the same old thing, and it's honest to God true. They got to start working on our fucking grid if they want us all plugging in the car at night. They just have to. We're not ready for it yet. We're just not there yet. I hope it gets there. I would love to drive by the gas station doing that. But at the same time, I don't want a motorcycle that does go brap, brap. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of split on all these things, right? It's hard to fucking say. 2035 for the EV. Yeah, they kicked it back some years, eh? They were trying to rush it. I think it's going to go back to 2050. I bet you it does. I just don't think they're ready yet, man. Yeah. Brampton, man, that whole plant is all the one ethnicity, one whole fucking factory. It's fucking weird, bro. Okay, what happened there? What's going on with this thing? I got stuck on your message. Why you get stuck on that one? What the fuck are you doing? All right, man, this thing's weird. Let me start at the bottom and go from the bottom. No. Why do you think let me show any other messages? That's fucking weird. It's stuck on that one. Can't do that. Still there? Hello? What in the fuck is going on? This thing won't show the comments. Christ, did I make it back? Okay, I made it back. Hey, the whole thing crashed. That was fucking weird. Left wing, right wing's all same bird, man. You got that right, Paul. It's all theater. And exactly, to keep everyone fighting. And they pretty much got America and Canada split 50-50 on who gets elected. So it could go one way or the other way. Very, very small numbers. And so they've got us cut down the center. Keep everyone arguing, man. Keep everyone at each other. It's fucking silly. You know what I mean? It ain't fucking necessary, bro. 650, man. That's a lot of fucking horsies, bro. That's a lot. They're an overpriced. That's good. Yeah. I knew he was going to have to retract some stuff. Remember, we talked about that day. I knew he was going to have to come back. He's just trying to get fucking clicks no matter what. I'd rather not do a show if I'm going to have to lie to make a show. I'd just rather not do one. I don't want to lie to people. So there you go. He had to do it, or he did. I watched it. Seismic source. Yeah, that's the only thing I could find out there. Nomadic. It was kind of. I wasn't down with that. You know what I mean? I wasn't down with that. Right on. They finally fucking made it. Fuck, eh? That's hilarious. Heard about Warlock's MCs on MC. Yeah, I heard about that. Fucking, who knows, right? Weird shit. Yeah, man, I was gone. And then I came back. Weird shit, eh? I drove through Brampton yesterday. Place shithole now. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. And then driving through Brampton, you probably took your fucking life in your hands. They're dry. Fuck me, man. I see in the middle of a bright, cool, sunny day, just two normal streets. But I think one of the streets had to stop for the other one. Nope, they couldn't pull it off. Wham! Like, what in the fuck are you people doing, man? I had a bunch of buddies who worked seismic. Well, one was the OP in the doghouse. He's dead now. How about it? Bummer, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, that's so fucking weird, man. So, yeah, man. I don't think that we're going to do a full U.S.-Canada breakup. Like I say, too much of our shit's intertwined. You couldn't separate the two without fucking everything up. Maybe that other guy's YouTube channel that I caught. It's just another guy like Bernstein out there, they're all gunning for clicks, right? Yeah, he's got less subscribers than I do, for God's sakes, on that channel. It's called The Lost Economy. Oh, so he's just new at this gig. Oh, yeah. There he is. That guy. Yeah, he's only got 3.8 thousand subs, so he's new at this too. Global systems collapse. You know what I mean? They make it sound like the whole world's gonna fucking end or some shit, right? Fucking, you wake up tomorrow and that's the funniest thing about all these big fucking geopolitical news stories too, eh? You wake up tomorrow, you still got to go to fucking work. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like, fucking everything's going to fall apart in the economy, and the Dow lost this, and the Toronto Stock Exchange went down, and everything's going to fuck. We still got to get up tomorrow and go to fucking work, don't we? Go buy fucking groceries, put gas in our fucking car. We still got to do the same old shit, right? Yeah, I don't think it wants to either, bro. Yep, that's it. Just don't be talked down to. Exactly, right? Left wing, right wing nonsense, all about keep people divided. Yep. I don't either understand why they're all leaning right. Because I'm all about fucking freedoms, and that's the whole reason I became a biker, is the feeling of freedom, that you don't feel as free as you do when you're riding down the road with you and your brothers and you're on your bikes, and that's the ultimate feeling of freedom. And then they want to go inside with people that are fucking not into freedom. Once they go to Trump, things will straighten out. I think so too. Big Dog, good to see you tonight, brother. Thanks for popping in. Nice show. Like when you talk about the old club days. Thanks, bro. It was good times. It was good times, man. We always had a good time, bro. Really scary thing is what they are showing us is that the shit they distract us with daily, we talk about, there's something bigger behind the curtain for sure. Yeah, I've always thought that too, Paul. Yeah. Keep you busy looking at what's in this hand because it's shiny. Well, they're doing some fucking outrageous shit in the background. Next president will try to put him in jail. Probably. I think so. Scott Bernstein is mountain of misinformation. Self-esteem years ago. Yeah, when he says, "Oh, I got insiders," blah blah. Man, fuck. You read the French newspapers, is what you do. Like I say, back when I was in the club, for whatever reason, we could get them here in London somewhere. And I got one news depot downtown on Dundas. And we would go all the time and get the Allo Police. And there was another French newspaper. And Allo Police, the title of it tells you exactly what the newspaper is about. So it's a big crime rag and it had pictures and fucking everything. And I'm sure with this day and age, all that shit's got to be online somewhere. I just don't look for it personally, but I bet you if it was successful in print, chances are that you can find it online. Oh, my TikTok's got to go. I'm sorry about that, TikTok. I came down with the phone not quite charged. But you know what? I want to tell everyone in TikTok, thanks for popping in. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Make sure you hit the like. And I'll keep these shows coming. Now, again, I'm basically biker news, but once a week I like to do a political day, and that was today. My favorite new Harley color. I like them really fucking dark grays that they got. I really do. The ones that are almost black, those things are really cool. And we got lots of people in the TikTok side, so yeah, man. Thanks everyone for joining me. Prince, a whole bunch of people, London, Newfie Benz, right on, man. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you guys. Honda, your obsession is very odd. Community flag comments detected. Oh, what happened? Now I gotta go see what the comment was that they detected. I don't see any other comments in here that look crazy. I was telling what way to look. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Why is Satan's choice falling apart so fast? I don't know if they are, bro. I don't know, but good to see you in the chat, man. Thanks for joining. Newfie Biker, thanks for joining, bro. I appreciate you. Bulldog Bill, good to see you too in there, man. Me, I'm from London. And do the same system. People do the same system, yeah. The system is the same worldwide, never going to be justice in a judgment system. Well, that's a good way to look at it, Dale. You're right, man. You're right. Good. I'm glad I went through the comments on TikTok. I'm glad you guys are getting into the show. Like I say, I will go through the comments with everybody and give my opinion and all that stuff. You can give your opinion. That's what we're here for. I'm not here to argue or to bash the club or to call people names or any of that bullshit. So if that's what you're here for, it's the wrong spot for that. But otherwise, thanks everyone on TikTok for dropping in. And I love and respect each and every one of you. I'll be back again, if not tomorrow, Monday. Bob from Biker News Canada signing off. Much love. Good night. All right, guys, I'm going to go through our comments over here, guys. Thanks for hanging in and waiting for me for that. Agree, the ship will start tracking once he's gone. I think so. See, that's funny. It's the people in Canada, whether they're right or left, they all agree on one thing, and that guy's kind of is throwing it's like, you know, when the bike's going good and you're flying down the hill and your fucking buddy jams a hockey stick in the spokes. He's the guy with the hockey stick, and for no fucking reason. He's that guy. I think you're right, Bob. A lot of sensationalism. If Canada and U.S. start actually feuding, not posturing, it'll be a dirty mess. Fucking right it would be, bro. And see, like guys like Gary, and there's a lot of people like you, Gary, and that's it. Vance is going to come next. That's what they're all figuring. Mouth of the South, good to see you tonight, brother. They'll put Trump in jail and undo everything he did. And that's the one thing. He did everything with executive orders. So everything he did with a signature can be undid with a signature. So he didn't make anything in the fucking laws that mean anything. Good time, was a great guy. I was hoping you got it. Fuck yeah, I got it, bro. Absolutely. I got it. I always loved my brother. Good times, man. He was a fucking good dude. He's a really good dude. He taught me so much, bro. I can't say enough good about him. We used to have this guy. I'll tell you the story about the guy I'm talking about. Me and Big Dog are talking about. I had this guy in my chapter. He'd been in the club longest than anyone who was active at the time when I came around. And he would break into a fucking Robin Williams impersonation at like 4 a.m. And we'd be down on the floor with the water running out of our eyes. And he'd fucking go for an hour or two, man. This guy was amazing. But I tell you what, he was all about it. He was all about it. He make you laugh when you're his brother, but don't get on his other side, because he had another side too. But he was a true 1%er, like all the way through, man, right, all the way, right until the grave. Yeah, bikers tend to lean right because the culture is routed in veterans and military. Most of that culture leans right. Yeah, I know that is weird, isn't it, Paul? The military guys between Windsor and London, Laird. Yeah, that's why I like heading deep in the bush in that wicked 4x4 with beer and weed. Yeah, man, exactly. And that's the other thing. If shit got to shit and there's shit and there's shit going boom and all that shit, we got lots of woods and most of us know how to hang out in the woods. You know what I mean? Good luck finding us all. we're all crazy like that. Yeah, children of the corn. Exactly, except we're in the fucking pine trees. Thanks, Grant. I appreciate you, bro. I think Bernstein gets his info from off the crafty one. He might. At least the crafty one, he just reads you the paper and translates it. You know what I mean? I like crafty one. He's all right, and he just translates what he what's in that paper. Freedom lost. I'm glad I lived my youth 50 years ago. Me too. Me too, James. You got that right. You know, back in the day, we could jump on our bicycle at 8 in the fucking morning. As long as we got home for supper, nobody asked us where the fuck we were or what we were up to. Could be in the creek one day and over at so-and-so swimming another day and out in the woods the other day. It's all right. Just be home by supper. Cops, newspapers are all fake news, brainwashed people who watch you guys based on experience. Yeah, that's exactly the better people to watch, the people that live it or at least lived it. You know what I mean? Past tense or present tense. Present tense guy can't come on here and do the same kind of channel I'm doing. If I was in a club, I would not be up here doing the same kind of channel I'm doing because I'm assuming the club would tell me not to. There's your friends with ball. Yeah. Mike's heavy on the right, isn't he? He's heavy on the right. He does his thing though, man. You know, more power to him, man. He's doing his channel. He's got his people, and he does his thing. I don't agree with his politics, but I like him. He's a very good guy. Mountain Woman still in the trial. Oh no, is she okay, Pops? Blood pressure's high, man. Send her our love, bro, please. Miss that Mountain Woman in the chat. And thanks for the update, bro. Thank you for that. They're your friends with Ball. I've known you since grade school. Oh, you guys are talking about somebody different. I was talking about Mikey. Friends with Ball. So then you guys know each other then. And we got Dahlia. Good to see you too. Thanks for popping in this evening. Always a pleasure. Race Bikes. Good to see you too. Awesome. Mouth, you mean me? You mean me? Me? Pops. Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah, man. That was good, Pops, for that update. It meant a lot to us. Thanks for that. They aren't the shit's taking itself out. Oh, you mean about the club? Well, like I keep explaining in the club world, there's going to be people come and go. When you put something together that fast and that quick, people come and go. It's just the way it happens. And you're hoping that at the end of everybody coming and going, the ones that stayed were the best of all the choices, right? That's all you can hope for. It ain't that easy. It ain't that easy putting a whole club together from the ground up. Because the first thing everyone's going to say, you're taking everyone else's rejects. You're taking everyone else's. Well, how many fucking bikers are there? You know what I mean? Who else are you going to take? Real truth. You have a good night, brother. Thanks for popping in, man. Cheers, Pops Clever. Tell my woman I said hello. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, gentlemen and ladies. Ken Ball. Oh, I don't know. You guys are already on it. No war between Canada, U.S. Trump is just acting the fool. Yeah, son. Hey, Bob, I've been watching your show. It sounds you're Ryan's sponsor. Well, yeah, probably. He's a good guy. He's always a good guy. Cold day in hell before they put. Yeah, it will be a cold day in jail because he's got all the fucking. He's got all the fucking goony lawyers on his side, right? How's he doing? Is he okay down there? He's got to be out of reception by now, isn't he? I haven't heard of where he got sent to though. Woods and snow. Yeah, man. That's what we got. Bernstein's a clown trying to get rat guys. Yeah, he's just a weirdo, right? Around here it's fields and lake. Yeah, lakes too. Yeah. Craft one's reporting is well versed on the bikers mafia and upcoming other crime. Yeah, but again, he just honestly all he wants to do is read the news out of the paper. So that's what he does. He doesn't want to make up a story, and he doesn't want to put his own perspective into it. Yeah, man. Jamil says he's about to stick the farmer in Team Canada's ass up to the elbow. No, it's at 6 a.m. Have a good night, Larry. Thanks for popping in tonight, bro. Thanks for coming in tonight, Brian. Much respect, bro. Well, Sauce, I got 20. Anyone else? Hey, somebody just, yeah. Fucking Mouse. Mouth of the South. No, Grove's got a 20 on the game if you want to take him up. Chinese porn. You got tomorrow in Canada. Well, I always hope for Canada, right? It's our game. We shouldn't be losing to anyone, and it's our game. Hey, we won curling. And that's funny. The skip of the curling team I met at a friend's fucking wedding, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, down in the Dominican. I met him and an NHL fucking player down there. Trevor. I never remember his name. Trevor, one of the only black guys in the league. And the NHL guy was more fun than the curling guy. But it was funny. If you're around, like chance are you across basketball world? Exactly, right? Most bikers know other bikers. Exactly. There's actually a finite amount of bikers in the world. Real bikers, right? Hey, Bob, we got a girl, dirty dog. Good, man. I'm glad. Oh, that was you that got a hold of him. Awesome, man. I'm glad everything's going good. It was a good hookup. And I hope more of you guys, if you need stuff, do like Paul did, Dirty Dog, and ask for Kevin. Tell him Bob sent you. He'll hook you up. I'll buy memberships if I lose. Fuck yeah. That's a great idea, bro. Fuck yeah. 4-3 for Canada. There you go. There you go. Bronze is not winning. Play hockey right up till 45 beer leagues. Play with some of the Flames. The shinny hockey. That's cool. That's cool. Skate like the wind. Fuck like a damn. Hockey players. Hey, you all say that same shit, hockey players. Jesus. The hockey players had a fucking roasting down here in London with those Team Canada kids and that chick in that hotel room. Woo, that could have went bad for them. It's unfortunate, though, because if it happened, that chick kind of got fucked over, right? Because it's all about who's got the most money for the best lawyers. Those guys were professional athletes. Their career wasn't over yet, and they're back in the league, and away they go. So it was what it was. All right, guys, I'm going to end it up here for a Saturday night. I want to thank you guys all for dropping on in, though, man. You guys always make my night. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for the update. Now I can't remember your name. Club something. Pops the Clubber. Thanks for the update on Mountain Woman, brother. And send her our best and our love and all that good stuff, man. And we'll see you guys again soon. If I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, I'll pop something up in the thing beforehand, let you know I'm coming on. And thanks, TRC. You have a great night. Thanks for joining me, bro. I appreciate you always. And yeah, you got that one right. All right. Good night, guys. Much love.
Biker News Canada, where the truth hits harder than the highway wind. From Ontario to the coast, Bob Javi rolls in. Let the real news begin. He's got the camera ready, catching sparks from every ride. Club stories, charity runs, every heartbeat of the biker tribe. So smash that like, share, follow, let the whole country